Welcome to the Ultimate Cash Flow Formula presentation. Turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash is king. What you'll learn in this presentation is about 7 key areas that by adoption, change or improvement could improve your cash flow, for which could assist in growing and scaling your business. But first, a disclaimer. Anything that I present in this presentation is in a general nature, and if you really want more information, you need to speak to your professional. My name is Rowan Burgess, and I am the founder of the Cash Club. I've been in the finance industry for over 30 years, and I've learned over that time that cash in the bank is what will help grow a business. Adversely, lack of cash in the bank also causes stress, stunts your desire to grow your business. I've seen firsthand how mismanagement of cash flow in personal and business situations can hurt a family, destroy a business, and cause stress through my time in collection agencies and with the Sheriff's Office. I've learnt at least 7 steps, in fact these 7 steps, that could help grow and even in some situations save your business. Over half the businesses that fail or fail to grow is due to mismanagement of cash flow. I started the Cash Club to equip business owners with tools, resources and connections to help them grow their business. Whether it is understanding cash flow through presentations like this, to giving them access to top-line professionals like accountants, bookkeepers or financial planners to walk them through different aspects of their business. So here are my 7 steps to take you from struggle street to worry-free. First, we need to have a basic understanding of the cash cycle. The cash cycle is the time it takes from when a business pays for their goods or services and when they get paid for the delivery of those goods or services. The time between cash out and cash in. The shorter the cash cycle, the better the cash flow for the business has. As an example, imagine an electrician who does a fit out of a new home. He purchases materials for the job. It takes him 2 weeks to complete the job, and then he invoices the builder for the job. And in this particular example, we'll say that the builder takes 30 days to pay the invoice. The electrician's cash cycle is 44 days. 14 days to complete the job with the materials still in his inventory, and then 30 days for the builder to pay him for his work and materials. The examples and the points I make here are around how to manage the cash flow manage the cash cycle to improve your cash flow. Remember, turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, but cash is key. So what are the 7 steps to take you from struggle street to worry-free? Number 1, improve profitability. Number 2, improve business model. 3, eliminate mistakes. 4, improve follow-up processes. 5, offer customer incentives. 6, use credit funding. And 7, utilise government and business grants. And as I said, just by adoption of one or two of these steps can help your business. So number 1, what's improved profitability? Profit is sanity. Improving your profitability will improve your cash flow. There are 2 ways to improve your profitability. You can either increase your prices or you can decrease your spending. Increasing your prices. When was the last time that you reviewed your prices? Could you add perceived value to your product that costs you little or nothing to justify an increase? With inflation going up at the moment and near the beginning of the new financial year, would it be conceivable that a price increase could be possible now? Decreasing your spending. Doing a budget for your business, we all hate the word budget, but doing a budget for your business is a sensible business strategy, and regularly reviewing your expenses and cutting out wasted costs will improve your profitability. Do you have a cash flow forecast that can help you plan your spending? How often do you read that industry publication that you subscribed to years ago but is still costing you money every month? It is worth talking to your advisor accountant or CFO about your spending. A flow and effect of increasing your profitability by reducing your spending is increase your spending in areas that will increase your turnover, like advertising, through social, print or networking. But that's another presentation. Number 2, improve your business model. I talked about the cash cycle at the start and about it being the time between when you pay for your goods and services and when you get paid for them. This strategy This one speaks specifically right into the cash cycle. Get your customers or your suppliers to fund your business. How do you do that? You can have your customers fund your business by encouraging them to pay a deposit or upfront. Reducing your terms, meaning they pay you sooner. Instead of having 30-day terms, bring it back to 14 days. Instead of having 14-day terms, bring it back to 7 days. Or set up so that they pay your retainer. You might be an accountant or a solicitor. Instead of just invoicing them when work's done, maybe set up a retainer and get it paid on a regular basis for them to access you. Getting suppliers to fund your business, you can do that by negotiating and increasing their terms. Maybe they're only offering you 14-day terms, but negotiate and see if they'll offer you 30-day terms. Again, it's about when the money's going out of your pocket, not when you buy the products, but when the money goes out of your pocket and when you get the money into your account. Using consignment stock. In that situation, you have stock effectively on loan from the supplier, and you sell it, and when you sell it, that's when you get paid. Perfect example of that is the motor industry. A motor industry or a car yard does not actually own their stock. They have an arrangement with the dealer, with the manufacturer, that they will pay once they sell that stock, consignment stock. A little bit different with the motor industry, but that's how it works. The other way is to use multiple suppliers and negotiate between them. So you have 2 suppliers of timber if you're a builder. Instead of just going with one supplier, if you had 2 suppliers, one offers you 14 days, the other one offers you 30 days, you can play them off against each other to increase that time where you have to pay. Eliminate mistakes. Automate and optimise your processes. Job software automatically sends out invoices. So use a good job software. Use accounting software where you're invoicing on a regular basis. Have written processes. These are automations that you can use to be able to help you with your cash flow. The other side of that is to eliminate common mistakes that usually come from human error. Neglecting to send out invoices is probably a key one. Ordering too late or paying more for urgent shipping. Prior planning prevents a poor performance. So ordering at the last minute can cause extra costs. Inaccuracies and errors in record keeping. And this is where the automation can also come in. When you're using an accounting package, there's less likelihood of those errors. And then service or goods errors that are avoidable. An example of eliminating mistakes is one of my accountants was talking about one of his clients who was owed quite a bit of money. He'd been working, he'd had the jobs done, but he had $7,500 or something outstanding. And the accountant says, well, have you sent out your invoices? Oh, no, I haven't done that yet. Send out the invoices. Improve follow-up processes. Your client pays you late because you have allowed them to pay you late in the past. It's your money and you're entitled to it if you've completed the work. So follow up on outstanding invoices. I've got an example where a particular tradie, the average tradie has their terms out 45 days and they don't follow up their invoices. That's why they're out 45 days. If you bring that 45 days back into 39 days, across the board, or not across the board, but as an average, it can help the bottom line of your business by $15,000. And for a tradie's business, that can be quite significant. So following up on outstanding invoices is quite important. So follow up with a phone call. Don't rely on SMS or emails. You can still send SMS and emails, but you're going to get more results out of phone calls. Your first phone call can be a day after your invoice is due. It's just a friendly reminder. Hey John, the invoice was due yesterday. Just want to check everything was all right. You can check then about your services as well. Just want to check that your invoice, everything's okay. When can I see that payment? Oh, I'm going to make that payment on tomorrow night. Great, thanks very much. What you do is you schedule yourself to make a call the day after he's agreed to pay. So the second call is, again, the day after there's an agreed payment. And it's a little bit firmer. Oh, John, you said that you were going to make the payment on Tuesday. I didn't see the payment on Tuesday. When can I expect the payment? And then the third call is the final call. It's that call where you go, This is your last chance. Your next call you're going to get is going to be from a debt collector or an agency of some sort. And that'll be your last chance. There's a very good chance that 95% of your late payments will be paid by this stage. And those 5% may not want to pay you at all. Ask for a payment date at every stage. At every time you make a phone call, ask for a payment date. Get them to confirm it. Resolve any issues early. And that's what I said about that first phone call, making sure that everything's all right. Offer over the phone payments. Take credit card payments. And you can do that through Stripe, B2B Pay. Include bank account details on your statements. If you're sending out statements, I've seen so many times a bank statement, there's no bank account or not a bank statement, a supplier statement, and there's no bank account details on the bottom. And finally, and the most important thing is be consistent. This is where you're going to get people start to pay you on time if you're consistent with this process. And this is a fairly simple process to implement, and it can improve your bottom line quite a bit. Number 5, offer incentives. Give your clients incentives to pay early. You can do that by discounting for upfront payments. With your larger payments, your long-term projects, you might think about progress payments. Offer early bird incentives. Offer introductory offers, particularly if you've got a new product coming on the line. Give discounts for online payments. If you pay online, it'll be a discount. And charge, and you've probably all seen this in your energy suppliers, charge late payment fees if they don't pay on time. Number 6, use credit funding. Utilise loans to improve your cash flow. And you're thinking, can I do that? And there's a few different ways you can do that. You can do that through a business credit card. And if you set it up right, you could earn points for loyalty reward points for that too. Debt or invoice finance. And if you don't understand what debt or invoice finance is, I'll explain it to you. Invoice finance, you send an invoice out and some lenders will lend you up to 80% of that invoice when you've sent it out. And then when your client pays, you get the balance of that invoice for a fee. And let's say, for argument's sake, that your invoices are 30 days and you choose not to reduce your terms, but they remain at 30 days. You could have 80% of that invoice in your bank account tonight, plus less a couple of fees, and then when your client pays in 30 days, you get the balance of 20%. And that will cost you probably about 2.5%, depending on the lender, anywhere from 1 to 2.5% of the value of the invoice. Is it worth having the $80,000 of the $100,000 invoice in your bank account tonight for the couple of $100 it's going to cost you? There's also supply chain and import finance, and that's like your account that you've got at Bunnings or Officeworks or whatever else. And the supply chain is they extend that out and you can have up to 180 days. Works really well for import finance. You can take advantage of what might be importing bulk goods and getting a discount, getting it paid overnight getting paid by the lender, and then paying that over a period of time, up to 180 days, 6 months. And then there's unsecured business loans. And unsecured business loans are like a personal loan, and there's no security against it. And you can have anything from $10,000 facility to help build your business at some stage of the game. And finally, utilise government and business grants. Governments at all levels want to improve and assist business in their communities. They offer different grants, from specific grants needs like marketing or staffing to a wider range of grants, or for things like R&D or exporting. During COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, governments across the world were offering grants to suffering businesses to assist with cash flow and improve the chance of the business surviving a serious downturn in the world economies during the crisis. It is worth talking to an advisory accountant or a grants specialist about what might be available for your business. It's not just the pandemic grants. So there you go. The 7 steps to take you from struggle street to worry-free. Improve profitability, improve business model, eliminate mistakes, improve your follow-up processes, offer customer incentives, use credit funding, or utilise government and business grants. One thing I've learned about being in business and being an SME is having the right people around you is key to growing a great business. You know your craft and you're exceptionally good at it. But when it comes to running a business, there are a lot of different caps that you need to wear as a business owner. And I can guarantee that they don't all fit you. So the best thing you can do is for yourself, your business and your family is having somebody else wear those caps. Whether you engage somebody, employ them, or outsource experts in their fields. You can accountants, bookkeepers, lawyers, financial advisors and finance brokers. The Cash Club was set up and designed to deliver resources and experts in those and other fields with partners from those fields. It is delivering education, connection, expertise and networking to its partners and its members. We deliver that through online courses, Zoom meetings, industry experts, email newsletters and member-only social media groups. If you'd like to know more information about the Cash Club, you can reach out either by email or phone. I hope you've gotten something out of this presentation, and if you'd like to download the PDF of the 7 steps that take you from struggle street to worry free, you can use the QR code at the end of the recording or at my